Michael Cunningham here with Human Communication, and I'm here to talk to you about making money, about real life making money, and what you can do to better your situation both as a college student and as a potential employee down the road. Now, I'll tell you a little about myself. I'm a team leader in a transmission group at Georgia Power Company, transmission being the big power lines and the substations. And we use that equipment to deliver power out to distribution substations that route the power out to your house or an office building or an apartment building or anything like that. And we use co-ops and interns extensively at Southern Company. So I've had a co-op for the past 3 or 4 years now in a leadership position, and I've actually extended offers to 3. So we have the 3 co-ops that have been in my group all have offers and all have the experience necessary to make them perfect assets for our business unit. So we're bringing them on board as full-time employees once they graduate. So I want to take some time to talk to you about internship and the co-op programs and how they relate to you, and some of the resources that are available for you at the school, the benefits of the internship and the co-op program for you, and then the benefits for the employer, so that you sort of see the balance on why they're such a good thing. At Clayton State, there are a good handful of employers that participate in both internship and co-op programs with the school. There's an office there, the Experiential Learning Office, that can help direct you to the certain employers that use intern and co-op programs. And through that web-based deal, you can learn all sorts of things about the contacts that you have, the schedules that you need to keep, the different programs that are available to you for that, and then trying to nail down which one of the programs is a better fit for you as an individual, be it an internship, which is typically a non-paid position. Some majors require it, or a co-op, which is what I have more experience with in an engineering field. And a co-op slot usually means you work a semester at an employer and you're paid. So advantage over an internship is you actually get paid for the semester, and then you go to school the next semester. So it takes you a little longer to graduate because you're obviously taking a semester. Every other semester you take off and you work in the co-op program after you've reached your associate level work. So you know where to go on the website, on the clayton.edu. Just look up experiential learning and you can learn all about the employers. A couple of times a year they come around with a list and you can interview. You should expect to interview, and in doing so you'll want to dress professionally. You'll want to speak professionally. You'll want to have a resume on hand that talks about your community work and the things that you do in school, your major, your interests, where you're from, whatever you feel like sharing with the employer. Now, why would you want to do a co-op or an internship? Well, I'll tell you, to me, and me seeing it from the corporate side, the biggest aspect from the corporate perspective is that you come in with experience. And I don't mean experience as a college student. I mean once you're finished with the co-op program, you come in with experience. So what you gain on a daily basis working as a co-op for a 4-month span is the knowledge that you need to be an effective team member, to learn the work ethic necessary, to learn the attributes of being an honest and trustworthy employee, someone that values integrity and service before self and excellence in the work that you do. And so you learn these things, and at the same time you get paid as a co-op, not as an intern. So keep that in mind. But you'll get to learn skills, and now things have changed so much over the years. 20 or 30 years ago, internships and co-ops meant you took out the trash and you did the terrible work. But nowadays, businesses, and especially the company I work for, we really seek out to give meaningful work so that our co-ops will have a good presentation at the end of their semester. They'll really learn something that will help them decide whether or not the business that we're in is a good fit for them. And it'll also prepare them to go back to school to be a better student. Teaches them some extra time management skills, teaches them effective communication, how to deal with difficult situations, and then the core values that most of the businesses have. And almost everyone lines up on integrity and safety and shareholder value, customer service, those sorts of things. So for an employer, if we bring you in and we get to spend time with you, teach you some of this stuff, we're really evaluating you as a long-term investment. It's a lot of money to train someone, especially in the utility field, to bring them in and put them to work. So bringing someone in as a co-op, we can spend time teaching them the things that are important to us. We can explain to them the benefits of taking certain classes when they go back for their school semesters. And then you also get a really good grasp of what it means experience-wise and personality-wise, how that person fits into the work group. All work groups have a personality. They all have a feel to them. And we value the diversity that comes with different individuals. And we don't really get to see that a lot in an interview. So the interviews, they weigh in, but when you've been a co-op, I'll tell you flat out from a corporate perspective, especially if you've been a co-op in my group, if you have come in and you have worked hard and you have the core values that we're after, you're going to get an offer. And in today's environment, today's climate, having a guaranteed offer of employment after graduation is huge. And these are good paying co-op positions. They are going to set you up for success everywhere you go in the future. You'll always be able to put it down as experience on your resume. You'll always be able to relate the experiences and the things that you learned when you worked there, and how you can apply that in any role you do going forward, be it in the same field or a different field. So I hope I've given you something to think about here. Co-op programs and internships. I didn't focus as much on intern because my specialty really has been the co-op program, but I want to encourage you to take this to heart, that the experiential learning website, if you're interested in, be it an internship or a co-op program, get on that website, clayton.edu, just look up experiential learning, and you'll find it. You'll see a list of the employers that are available, and the type programs that are best suited, and think about the benefits as they apply to you. You're going to get some money. You're going to get, more importantly, experience that's going to help you as you move forward. So, and then of course everyone wins. I mean, from an employer perspective, we win huge because we've sort of shared something with the public. That's you, until you come and work for us anyway. That we're not the weirdos some people think we are. So I hope you'll consider looking at some of those programs. And we've got, like I told you before, I've got experience in this. We've hired 3 co-ops and they've all been great. So thank you for listening. Have a good evening.